So the kettlebell clean. With the kettlebell clean, we're going to bring the kettlebell from here to the front rack in one movement. So it's quite a detailed process to learn the clean, but I'm going to simplify it down so that we can have a pretty good technique and we're pretty optimal with our performance at the kettlebell clean. So the first part of the clean is when we're trying to create inertia to get the kettlebell going. And I want you to think of that as being like a swing. The only difference is the swing finishes around here. So once we get to this point here, we're thinking of the next phase of the clean. So think phase one is inertia to get the kettlebell from here to here. The biggest mistake people make is they carry this movement through too far and now they're out here, and to get the kettlebell to the front rack they have to go into this big pendulum-like movement, and therefore we're not controlling the bell optimally with our levers. And number one, the bell is going to bang off and crash off our forearm, and second to that, we're not going to be very economical, therefore we're not going to be able to do a lot of weights, a lot of reps, and we're not going to get as much as we possibly can from our training. The second part of the clean, once we come to here, is this vertical pull. So we're trying to pull up, so we change the trajectory of the bell. We're going from here to here. So with this, once we come to here, we want to extend through the opposite hip, almost like we're throwing an uppercut with the opposite hand. We want to do the motion and perform the muscle actions through our hips. We don't want to use our arm to perform that part of the movement, because again, it's not going to be very optimal and it's not going to lead to a good set or long-term performance. Once we have pulled the kettlebell to this position, we then work on the hand insertion. And what we're trying to do is bring the hand around to the sternum. So this is the insertion point so that the hand comes in. We don't want the bell to flip over, we just simply want to insert the hand in. So, to put it together, it is 1, 2, 3. And that is this upward phase of the clean. Once we're here, we have to worry about bringing the bell down. So on the way down, we want to keep the bell close to the body. We want the bell to control the midline of our body, so we don't want the bell out here and we don't want the bell out here. We want the bell in this area that we call the chimney, which is literally 12 inches in front and 12 inches to the side. So if we had this box here, we always want the kettlebell to control this area here. So we're never out here, and we're never out here in front. Bell always close to the body. So when we come down, we go thumb facing forward, grip the handle with our fingers. From here, our pinky finger to our zipper, and we're back into this backward phase of the clean and ready to create inertia once more and perform it again. That first phase, once we have created inertia to here, it's a good cue to try to keep your elbow attached to your hips. So once we're here, if my elbow is attached to my hips, it's going to prevent me from swinging excessively out here. So I can keep elbow to hips, pull through the opposite hip, and insert in. On the way down, I extend through my T-spine, bell comes down in this straight line, and I'm back to my start phase again. My breathing with the clean is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we breathe on each one of those specific landmarks within the full movement. Let me perform 5 reps from the side and 5 reps from the front. And when I come to the top of the clean, I'm in my front rack position and in optimal front rack position. So again, the common mistakes people make is they throw the bell out or they catch it to the side. So a very good drill to coach the clean is actually to clean in front of a wall. So if I have a wall here, or just have a wall here, and if I fire the kettlebell forward, then it's going to hit the wall. So that is a really good coaching cue to help you in terms of a coaching constraint, if that's the sticking point for you with your clean technique. If you're coming out here to the side all the time, then just clean with the wall to the side of you. Therefore, you have to keep this kettlebell centered to your sternum, otherwise you're going to bounce off the wall. So that is the kettlebell clean. It is fundamental that we learn this movement and we have a good optimal technique, and this movement will bring your kettlebell training to the next level.